Welcome back to Monster Rangers RPG. I'm your GM, Daniel from Steam Crow. And before we get started, I wanted to thank an unseen member of our team here. That would be Brad. Brad's our director. He keeps everything rolling, and so we haven't been thanking Brad, and I need to fix that. So thank you, Brad, for helping us make this all happen. So we find ourselves, our party, the Krakenthab party, we find ourselves just inside of a carnival, a mysterious carnival that they've attended, they've snuck into with their Pablo Peanut costumes on, made our Ranger Stucky. But the carnival itself is got wrought iron fences around it, and all these guards that wear red pointed hats, suspenders, and they all have cudgels or big clubs. Some of them have axes, so they're really guarding this thing. But as you guys come in, you've just walked in, you've just snuck in, and immediately you smell a waft of sugar and salt, from popcorn or something, and sweat a little bit, and a strange smells too, like something very different. You're not quite in Earth anymore, quite right. It's really loud, so some of the aspects of this situation are, it's very loud. There are, it's bright and confusing, so there's all kinds of swirling colors. You guys have not seen the likes of this before. I mean, it's like an electric parade here. But there's lights and games and sounds and smells and people. It's a little seedy. You hear a roller coaster, which you've never heard before, but just this clattering roar goes right over the top of you guys as you walk in. There's a roller coaster that goes around the outer ring, well, just inside this wrought iron fence, but it goes all the way around. You hear people screaming. And, but there's a strange, like I said, there's sort of a strange aura about this. You know how when you see monsters, they don't quite look the same as people do, or when you see things of Obscuria? This carnival is a little bit like that. So, there's a guy, a barker, that says, come on in, welcome to the carnival, the Curio Carnival, come on in. Yes, the peanut people, come on in.
Are we still dancing
We dance on through.
Yeah, he's leading in his peanut outfit.
Are you coming to this guy that's greeting you? He's trying to get you guys to come to him.
Yeah, he's the one in front, so yeah.
Yes.
All right. Welcome to the Curio Carnival. You peanut people need some, what are you?
What do you mean, what are we?
What are you dressed up like, peanut people?
Peanut people?
Or
You
Pablo
mean Pablo
Peanut?
Peanut?
You've never heard of Pablo Peanut?
I guess.
Peanut that's fun to shell and fun to spell?
And then some other people will come in, some locals like, yeah, Pablo Peanut. And they're like, oh, yeah. They start trying to hug you guys. And, like, some of them are, like cranking up your costumes.
I go full into character. I just go...
Which character?
Pablo Peanut.
What do you do?
So, I dance to them as I'm going over to hug them. And then I hug them. I go, yeah! And then I throw out my fist.
No, you see?
Yeah!
Yeah!
The villagers don't know what to do. They clap your hand.
I don't care, it's awesome.
They're super happy, and he's like, oh, well.
Do I have peanuts in my pockets? It'd be great if I handed out peanuts.
I'm pretty sure you don't, unless you have some
Okay,
peanut
we have to
supplies.
steal some peanuts.
Should have thought of this before.
I know.
So there's a ticket booth right before this big. He's got a big burly guy. He's got a striped shirt and red pants and a kind of a weird pointy top hat thing, and he's like, "It's off 500th year. So you boys are gonna need some tickets. Gotta get some tickets. Ticket to get on the tents.
What about the ride?
Well, that costs tickets too.
I act like I don't have...
Make you a mask.
I'm gonna dance past them.
Tickets. There's a guy walking around with tickets. 5 tickets for a nickel.
Oh.
30 for a quarter.
Don't I have some money to...
Every attraction needs a ticket.
I don't have
Dave?
Didn't you
I
get
stole,
steal
like-
a quarter?
Was it 25 cents I sold for him? 50
His
cents?
lucky quarter or something like that, right?
Right. Well, Dave.
But we
They
get like
made-
one ticket.
You did. You stole out of his stuff.
Yeah.
So you have a quarter.
How much is the ticket?
Tickets are 5 for a nickel or 30 for a quarter.
Oh, get there.
I'll buy tickets for all of us.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So-
I give him my quarter.
All right.
Tickets,
They take it. They pay.
tickets.
They can't. They count out the tickets. They are little peanut man. All right.
I would think that Stucky would be like getting lost, like trying to wander away.
No, you got to stick together. Got to stick together. So let me tell you a little bit about this this place. Clearly, it's in a big circle. It has wrought iron fences, but it looks like it has concentric circles. So basically, it's like a road. So see how this? Imagine that this goes around just right inside. So everyone's kind of walking around one of these directions, and all along the way are different tents that have different games and suites and attractions. And so so clearly there's a lot more past here. You can see over the gate, you see there's people and more. Well, most of it's blocked, but when you see between tents, you see there's even a big tent way in the middle. But this is probably like a mile across, this carnival.
Wow.
It's a massive. You've never heard of it until just what, today?
You said 500 years?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
That seems like a long time.
Does seem like a long time.
That's at least like since last year.
That's at least 500 years.
We think that we should take a look around and decide what we want to spend our tickets on after we see everything.
Treats! Got the sweet treats, says this lady.
Oh,
Treats!
Who wants some fizzing cotton candy? Coriander Mackenzie leaps up in a gasp and runs
I follow.
to the fizzing cotton candy.
I want this.
It fizzes?
I want this for her.
It says fizzing cotton candy. So,
I also follow.
Reggie, do you have any tickets? I just have the one ticket.
Okay. How much is it? I talked to the vendor. Hi. My name's Reggie.
Yeah.
oh.
Suddenly her voice gets deep.
Oh dear. Okay. How much is it for Sylvia? What did you want?
Fizzy cotton candy.
How much is for a fizzy cotton candy?
2 cents.
Do you take tickets?
Yes.
How many tickets?
1.
One ticket?
For one thing?
I say, do you have any tickets? To
Mackenzie?
Mackenzie, yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Coriander Mackenzie? Yeah, she has 1.
She already
saving
told
it.
that if you're paying attention.
Yeah.
No, I know. I was just verifying.
I come up behind. We
No.
come up behind you and say that.
I was punching your stupid mask.
Combat ensues.
So I said I'll get you one because you're a very special girl.
Whoa.
Well, she blushes.
And I give
Her red hair shining in the night light.
and I
It's beautiful.
You touch it.
it's almost as beautiful as the darkness.
Oh no.
So I give the guy
Okay.
or the girl guy a ticket.
Yeah.
And then I go, I'll take one to share, please. And
So-
I look over Coriander and I'm just like,
So you take? Are you buying 1 or 2
I'm buying one, but
to share?
yeah.
So it comes out with this sparkling pile of, it's like almost 3 feet high of this like cotton candy that's all shimmery, right? And it's kind of blue green and then hot pink and then silver, and it kind of like sparkles. And they hand it to you. It's a ton. Everyone like just watches. Ooh.
I
Those
go,
moves.
thank you. Is it weird that this? So is this a woman that I'm talking to or a man?
You're not sure.
It's a carny.
It's a
Genderless carny.
it's a Curio carny.
So I turn to Coriander and I say, would you like to share this with me?
Yes.
Let's go, Toots.
Whoa.
Well, it's getting pretty serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody else get any treats? They have other things.
I don't have it.
Okay, what's the other thing?
They have a spitting licorice. Dave Hates steps up to that. I'll take a spit licorice. There you go, kid. And it's a bag. And what it is, it's black licorice combined with chewing tobacco.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And you spit it and it makes the most awful black spludges on the ground. And Dave Hates like, yeah! He's trying to spit at you guys' feet every once in a while, but he purposely doesn't get them, or he's a bad shot.
It's a sheep.
So you're saying that the cotton candy, shimmering cotton candy, is 3 feet, right?
Yeah.
How tall is Reggie?
Reggie is
3 feet.
5'7".
What? Are you serious?
Wow, he's a big 12-year-old.
Yeah.
5'6".
It's still.
He's
Not as big
still
as the
taller
first
than
one, but he's
And
average.
it goes way up there, this cotton candy. And and you can see the Chitter Vickner's like, could I have a little, just a little taste of that there?
Oh, and I come up behind him and like I peek out and I was like, I whisper.
I'm trying to get some.
I also walk over, but dancing, and I don't ask. I grab.
He just grabs a wad handful of unless you stop him.
He's big and scary though.
He's big as you've seen him murder.
No, he's big and
Big
fun.
and adorable. he's a peanut.
He always looks aggressive.
But under this,
You can, you
See
can
the look on his
monster.
face? That's the happiest look of him. It just gets
well,
scary
no,
after that.
Pablo Peanut.
I just let him
He
take.
looks adorable.
I just make sure the coriander gets her fill.
Oh, she does. She's like, and have you even tasted it yet?
No.
Oh, she tastes it. She starts just laughing.
Whoa.
I
Just
wanna
giggling.
Laugh, so I do it.
All right, you take it. You take it, and instantly your mouth starts to tingle all inside, and it makes you like really kind of like a rush of happiness, and you have all this energy, and you think you can jump higher than anyone else.
I want to take that bet.
Jimothy is brooding because
plus
you guys are
one.
having a good time.
If you had one bite, you wouldn't be broody anymore.
I'm
Well,
gonna
actually, you
share
probably
some
need two
with
bites.
Timothy.
With Jimothy?
Jimothy. Yeah.
Oh, just Jimothy or Timothy?
I said.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, good. So he shares some with you. Again, you taste it. It is like you've never had anything like this before. Like it's super sugar rush, right? But also it tingles and fizzes in your mouth like soda pop would if you'd ever had soda pop. It's amazing.
Reggie?
So as you guys, anything else here as we continue?
I don't think so.
Stucky, does he have a ticket?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Everyone
did
got
all
a
of us
ticket.
get-
I'm holding on to that because I'm like, I really want to go on that roller coaster.
Oh, I thought Mikey.
We don't just have
not
8
Mikey,
tickets. I
Reggie.
bought 30 of them.
Yeah. So pretty much Krakenthab, they're all here and everybody has a ticket.
But we have more besides.
Yeah.
Alright. I grab a little bit, like I'm like, sorry to intrude, and I grab like a small bit and like I like
Oh.
run.
Addicted.
Stucky likes this stuff better than food.
Oh,
This is better than food.
It's better than food.
feed.
So as you
loves food.
So as you're exploring the volcano of flavors in your mouth, step right up! You see amazing Stan the Cannonball Man! And there's a huge like banner with this guy that's like a heroic guy in a white suit with blue stripes and stars, and he's like, and there's a huge cannon, in the illustration, and it's like it's like shooting, and they have a illustration where he's flying like a super fella, and then you see there is a cannon here that is 30 feet long, this cannon, and there's all these worker guys and all these that are like just pouring looks like gunpowder into it, and there's this guy you see stand up there, and he's on a little stage, but he doesn't look like the illustration quite much. He's kind of older. He's got tattoos all over his face, and he's wearing this white suit, but it's tattered, and it turns black the lower it goes down his legs until it's tattered and ripped apart, and he just looks real tired. He's got like a cup of coffee. He's like,
We think he's super awesome. He's immediately our hero.
good.
Dude,
So-
we've already wasted.
Is he like?
like
Can we
one
can we
ticket.
go up to him? Like, is he like?
He's up above on the
Oh.
base, but you can.
Yeah, I walk up to him and I hold out my ticket, and I go, "How much is it to ride that ride?"
He ignores you.
Oh.
He is but you can from here see that he has, he's wearing really heavy duty boots, like the most heavy duty boots you've ever seen, like thick leather, big soles, and you think smoke is coming off of them. And they go, and now it's time for Amazing Stan, and he crawls up a ladder, and the crowd stops, and he gets in, and he gets into the cannon, and he goes, he waves, and he just disappears.
He's dead. Sorry, Stucky. Your childhood.
The suspense is killing us.
He was my hero. I just wanted to ride the ride.
I take one more bite of that complicated.
Oh, it's wonderful. Boom! And he shoots across, and you hear it, and he goes, ah! He's screaming! And he flies across this whole thing way over here.
So
But
you
you can
said
see,
a mile, right?
yeah, but you kind of get a sense that way over here there's a canvas, and you hear, boom, you hear him hit this canvas, and you hear like a crack.
Was he wearing a helmet?
He was wearing a
Okay,
helmet.
good.
I didn't say the helmet part, yeah. And
Yeah!
Stand.
that's pretty good.
Do I have gloves? Is Pablo Pino, or are they just
You
werewolf
have
hands?
you have gloves.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys keep
You're
on.
fully enclosed in Pablo Peanut.
Okay.
More crowds keep on the locals anyway seem to be real excited about all the Pablo peanuts, but like every time they they're touching you and stuff, and they're like kind of fraying the costumes a little bit. You know, they're hugging and all this, and like one guy's mask is coming off, and they're not really staying on very good. They're kind of not working out so good. The Carney folk, the Curio Carnies, have no recollection of who you are. None of those guys, workers, even notice you.
I think we ditch these for now.
I'm
I
not
take
fixing
mine
it.
out and I put mine in my bag with my
Okay.
my bugle.
We just had masks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
pretty
take
much
mine-
just masks.
Yeah, I keep mine pristine. This is like it kind of upsets me that they're roughing up the goods.
Well, they're just excited, you know. And again, it's been about 70 people already. Like a lot of people have been bugging you guys.
Have there
Well,
been?
we see that they're all doing it, so we do it too.
Okay.
Because we're following.
You were wearing your
That's
mask
good.
over your mask.
Yeah,
And again,
but it's not this mask.
you guys get the sense that they're just, I mean, it's a sea of people. Like, there's got to be everybody from town is here, along with probably people from all the other towns that are around here, little towns. They've traveled a long ways to be here. You get the sense this place is run real well. Like, you see those guys, the Carney guys with their shoddy, kind of burlappy, red pointed hats, like weird gnome guys, but they're big guys, right? And a lot of, I said they had cudgels. Mostly they have wrenches. I forgot that. I can't remember. He's always working on some of like the ride, that roller coaster that comes around, like it shakes. And you can see like sometimes pieces of wood fall off, and there's a guy up there and he just hits it with his wrench and kind of nails it back in. Yeah, and people are screaming.
Stucky wants to go on that real bad.
Yeah, and you can see that it's down further away, but it looks like the thing, like the carts are big metal rusty ducks. You're not sure why.
We love it.
It looks something like this. The carts look a little bit like this here duck,
Yeah.
except rusty.
Hopefully you guys got your tetanus shot.
Choo choo.
There you go.
I like
horse
it.
feathers.
Thunderation.
So, thunderation. So, you guys make it to the first like, what do you call it? The offering. The first, what do you call those things?
Sacrifice.
No,
Murder.
attraction.
Oh.
Oh.
So the first attraction looks like it's got a blue tent with a big sign over it. It has this shiny looking guy who's like, it says Fontaine Frost Magician. There's come on and see. Oh, it's a woman. She's like, come on and see Fontaine Frost,
Nope.
a wizard like none other.
We know
I go up
wizards,
to
he's
Dinos
fake.
and I was just like, you should watch this.
All right.
By the way, I'm making sure that
The guy
I'm
gets,
just walking
psychics
past.
out.
I want to get to the roller coaster. I'm leaving everyone else.
No,
Because
we
if
gotta
they
stick
split
together.
with me, no,
We
they
gotta stick
with
together.
me. I'm Pablo Peanut.
No, we gotta stick together.
We're
I
sticking
like that.
together.
We reach our arm out and just
How much
tug you as you're
cotton
trying to
candy
get
do
away.
I have left?
Oh, you guys have 7/8 of the cotton candy is still remaining.
Wow, that's a lot.
I look
Many-
at
many of the-
Coriander and I say, you're the main attractor.
Whoa!
Oh, she punches you in the shoulder really hard, and she giggles, and she puts the cotton candy between you and
Oh.
her. She looks a little dizzy. Oh, guys, I forgot something real important. Come here. And she pulls you to the corner, all of you.
Oh.
Coriander McKenzie.
Okay.
And she says, "Oh, come here. I forgot to tell you guys something real important. The reason we're here." Okay, everyone, shh. And you guys get in the corner, like between one like game where you throw balls at
Yeah.
milk things and another thing, a puppet show
As
thing.
she's saying this, I'm taking giant handfuls and I'm putting them in my bag
Okay.
for later.
Good. She goes, "All right, guys. So," and she got everybody gathered. So we have a secret mission. That's why we're here. We have a secret mission. There's some monsters in trouble here, and it's our duty to help them.
Why are we messing around then?
And she looks over at Dino. She looks over at you.
Did you
So
say
you-
Dino?
Yeah, Dino Slar.
What the heck is that guy?
He's our psychic
He's a
guy.
psychic ranger, apparently.
Psychic ranger.
Oh, he's the one who knows this.
Yes? Jimothy? Hands up.
Oh, what kind of monster is it?
Well, it wasn't really clear, but there's some monsters in trouble that we're supposed to help. It's Top Brass. Top Brass sent us on this.
How do you know?
It's from the order.
No, it's not.
What
It's a
order?
trap.
She
think
looks over.
God-
She looks
Don't
over at
trust it.
Dino again. It's an order that that came in.
Guys, listen. I think we should listen to her. I think
That's why we're here. That's
know
why,
who
because
I
normally I
think
don't
would-
break rules.
you know.
That's
I think
true.
would know where these
Gotta
monsters
say it.
are. Yeah.
Hollow peanut?
No, I
Oh.
point to the. What is the name of the magician?
The magician is Fontaine Frost, magician.
Yeah, I say Fontaine Frost, the magician probably knows. Let's go in there and see.
The Galobner, what's the guy's name? The fish tank head?
Oh, that
Bubbles.
guy
Bubbles.
was Ruben
Bubbles.
Glotner.
Ruben Glotner he walks to the tent and hands the pretty lady his ticket and walks in.
Oh. Darn it, dude. We need to save up our tickets if you want to go to the roller coaster.
Alright, we fall behind. Give a ticket.
Darn it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
I look at it. I look up at the as like a duck goes screaming down the rails, and I go.
Pretty sure one of the wheels was coming off.
That makes it even better, and
Does
I'm
it-
sadder
Does
for
it quack as it goes down? Like, wah, 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 wah.
You're not sure. All you can hear is screams.
Aw.
So I give the lady the ticket.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand outside. I don't need to see a magician.
Oh, what?
A magician.
Okay.
Magician?
You know, magician.
You
All right.
know, a magician.
A magician.
Magician.
So you guys go in and you take a seat, and there's all these town folk are sitting down on wooden benches. It's pretty plain, but then the stage is all fancy. It's got dark blue velvet curtains, and some icicles have been like hung out of like maybe a plastic or crystal or something.
Taking this frosting literally.
Yeah. And then the pretty lady comes out. They close the front, and you're stuck outside by yourself with all these freaky people. And she comes out and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me introduce the King of Winter, the magician from Michigan, Mr. Fontaine Frost." And people will start clapping, but it's not a lot.
Hey!
It's like 20 people are in here.
Is it
And-
standing room only?
No, you all can sit down in here. I guess there's a couple people maybe standing. And a fella comes out with a top hat and, again, another dark blue velvet suit with silver trim. And he goes, "Hello, I am Fontaine Frost. Who's ready to get cold tonight?" And no one says anything.
Oh, I then go, me!
He goes, "Whew," and suddenly a wave of freaking cold goes over you, and you do. It feels like freakishly cold, and he gets covered in a layer of white frost. And it like,
We take a little bit and taste it.
okay,
Is it just
tastes
Classic.
cold like ice.
Oh.
I just start giggling.
As you're dying.
Put on your jackets, he says with a perfect smile, but in his eyes he looks a little dead. Like he's going through this thing rote. Like everything is like real like, do. And now, sure, I'm going to do this. So who wants to see it snow?
Me!
That's right. So you,
Dude, I'm audience participation. Like, that's my deal.
Balakarana, Voodoo! And suddenly a snowflake falls. It comes down.
One single snowflake.
Yes, one. But you're not there. One comes down and lands in this guy's cup. And then another one comes down and lands on your mask. And then it starts to snow. It starts to snow.
I try to catch one on my tongue.
You do so.
Is it
You're gonna die.
delicious ice?
Yeah, it's not. It's like a snow thing, man. It's exactly like snow.
You're gonna die.
And
Tastes like
he sees somebody with one of these fancy. There's apparently these fizzy red drinks that people have, and so he's like, "You there? Step right up!" And this guy steps up. He's not one of the Krakenthab, and he's like, "Oh, that drink looks a little warm, doesn't it?"
Yeah!
Wow! He does this thing, and he freezes the guy's cup, and then he's like, the guy, and he drops it, and the cup gets on the ground, and then shatters. The whole cup shatters with cold. And the guy's like holding his hand. He's like, and everyone cheers.
Yeah!
But
Yeah!
Except for the guy who got his.
The King
Yeah.
of Winter!
yeah, the King of Winter. And the guy's holding his hand, and then and he's and then he starts doing this, huh? And he has a.
What are you doing?
I'm making a snowball! And he pulls out a snowball and throws it. and it throws it right at you.
I take it.
You're gonna take it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get hit by it. I just go, yay! I'm a part of something.
You got nailed right in the face.
Oh my god.
Bam! Hard. It knocks you off your feet onto the people behind you.
I would
It's the best day
say
of Stucky's life.
that I'm gonna invoke one of my aspects of strong for his size
Okay.
to stay on my feet.
All right, you do.
I take it, but I don't like try to.
Yeah.
Does it surprise me that I stay on my feet?
Yeah, it does, and you're freaking cold. Like your body temperature just takes a dive instantly,
You're
and he
gonna
chucks
die.
another one.
Okay, I like crouch down. I'm like, I can't take another one of these.
Can we make a swing with our shovel?
Yes.
All right, I make a swing to try to baseball it back to him. I've played some stick ball. Or
Good.
We played some stick ball.
Stick hoop?
Stick ball?
You got it. Yeah. So anything really a good or better for sure would just do a really good job of it.
Is that shoot? Or is
Um,
that-
No, you're hitting
it's
it.
attack. It's fight, right?
It'd be a fight.
Okay.
Ooh.
It is unfortunately a mediocre.
All right. It flies over. You go to hit it. Woof, and that was good try though. And it flies over and it goes boom, and it hits a guy in the back of the room.
Oh.
And he stands up, and he's a guy with a big. He stands up, and it's a big, just a white spot of ice and snow and frost. You see the frost spreading on his chest for just a minute. He's got a big tin top hat wrapped in burlap and a striped shirt with suspenders.
Does this guy look similar to the people we encountered in town?
Yeah. He goes, "Hey, bub, I'll punch you." And he, like, knocks some people, some town folks, he just goes like this. And they just go woof off to the side. And he just steps up and he charges the stage.
Oh.
Can I try and trip him?
Yeah, because
Run
This
your
guy's a lot bigger than you are. But you are 5'7".
I just stick my
6.
leg out.
let me also state that he's not the only plug ugly there. He's sitting
said
with
plug?
others.
I'm trying to be sneaky about it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
You
not
could,
like doing on
he's going to run down the aisle, so yeah, you certainly could try to trip him.
I would like to try that.
Okay.
We wish you good luck.
Would it be an athletic or some sort of physique?
Attack.
What's attack?
Fight.
Oh no.
Fight, or let me think. We don't really have any stunts for you yet either, but yeah, it still would take fight or physique. You could use a physique if you wanted.
Okay. I got an average.
Average?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that guy's big.
I just like stick my foot out.
So the thing is, you don't knock his feet out, but you know what you do? You knock him off balance just a little bit. You know how when you trip somebody, sometimes you hit their one leg and then it hits the other leg, and
Yeah.
you do that.
Oh, okay.
And he starts to stumble, and he goes and he face plants it right on the edge of the stage. Boom! Down on the ground.
God.
His top hat pops up in the air and spins around. By the time he hits the ground, Fontaine Frost is not on stage.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
he's
his
a giant
final
ice
act.
cube.
And the plug ugly, the plug gets up. He's like rubbing his jaw. And he crawls up on stage and just starts yelling. He doesn't know what curtain to go to. What are you guys doing?
We make ourselves scarce.
That sounds good.
Hi.
Like, since Mr. Frost left,
There's
we shall too. I think because we're trying to keep a low profile, right? Like,
That's the story.
and we're sticking to it.
Okay. So, as this is going on, right, can I do a little bit of the story too? Of stuff that I'm doing? As that was going on?
Briefly, but
Okay.
because we got to get
It's
back.
super brief.
Okay.
So, as I was doing that, you know how people are coming up to me and everything? I just stay in character. I just dance with them.
So you're keeping the Pablo
Oh,
costume?
yeah, 100%.
Okay. Okay.
Is there a mean child that messed with me yet?
No mean children. In
Yes.
fact,
Okay,
children
good.
love
He's
Pablo
just
Peanut.
waiting for someone to mess with him so he can eat them.
Children love Pablo Peanut.
Okay,
But you
good.
do have a guy that comes up and goes, "Hey, Peanut Man,
Yeah?
you're kind of ruining my business. I'm trying to sell these jerky sleeves over here.
Well, you should have been selling peanuts.
Oh, that.
can you move it or take off the peanut getup? You look ridiculous.
I am Pablo Peanut, as you can see.
I don't know what that is, but you need to move on. Then you see some of the members coming out of the tent. So the plug ugly guys in the back just stand aside. They kind of, you see them kind of like look at you guys, and then they just look at you guys like you're people, but kind of like a little long linger, and they go look at their friend. They go help him. So they don't do anything, but they didn't exactly ignore you or treat you like you're not somebody they saw. Just seemed a little
We
odd.
should leave.
You don't know. You don't know any of this happened.
But I was
Am I still cold?
Just for a bit, yeah. You're warming up though.
I do jumping jacks.
No. Eat some more of your fizzy cotton candy.
You don't know about that. I did it sneakily.
All right.
We ask Chitter Bittner what he wants to do.
Well, look at this. He says, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Follow me, boys. He walks into a place and it says, Tattoo Tavern.
Yes.
What's
I want a
that,
Pablo Peanut
Chitter?
tattoo.
Let's go, everybody. So you guys get in, and inside is a tent. And the inside, the outside just looks like a tent, and it has a very colorful wooden sign. The inside, though, it has drawings, like Tattoo Flash, all on the inside on every surface of that canvas tent. Like somebody went nuts just drawing things. But it's all kind of fantastical. It's like a tiger with wings leaping over a genie, and a drunk wizard's, shooting snowballs, and there's a big
there a
fat
werewolf?
guy. There's a wolf. There's a wolf man.
Yes.
And there's a cat lady and a snake, like all these circusy things. And you see it's also a bar. And so they're tattooing people with a little stick thing they're tapping over on the sides, and there's a bar, and there's no law. You're getting the sense of
Yes.
the Curio Carnival.
Are they shaving also? So you could shave like my arm? So I can get a tattoo?
Yeah, they do shave if they have to get their hair off.
I think
And,
you would give it away, Pablo.
No, it's not gonna do anything. Watch.
And there's Dave Haight is like, I have 4 more.
Because doesn't he have a David?
Dave
Haight.
And then
Haight.
he has to do this? Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, it's backwards, right?
But as you guys are exclaiming this, there's like 5 guys over here getting tattoos, and then some guys waiting, and they all turn, and they all are plug uglies.
Yes. Even better. They can't see my face. I walk over to him.
I feel like we went to the worst spot.
But even the guys tattooed are looking at you guys, and the other guys, have their hats, and you're like, they're plugs,
I
which
don't
you
care.
guys were just instructed to not mess with. Coriander goes, time to go, and she just turns and starts to walk out.
Okay.
I walk further in. I'm going to one of them and I'm getting a tattoo.
We decided
Werewolf.
to be less subtle and look at some pictures and then just walk out looking disinterested.
I'm going to turn around and I was like, Pablo, what's over there? And I bear hug him and try pushing,
come on.
I try
Gosh darn
pushing
it.
back, just bury my face into him and just
But I am the creature of the night.
And
So-
he is very strong.
Yeah.
I will contest my strength, my physique against your physique.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna say that Stucky has a great physique.
You're using your 1 now.
I think I
Stucky
do.
also gets a +1 because he's using his.
Darn it. Do I
My
not get a
aspect
plus
is
one?
strong for his size. All right.
Do I not get
So
a
I
plus
have
one?
that
I'm-
is a superb.
Creature of the night?
Yeah, but you're not being very loyal.
His is more fitting. So you got a superb. What did you get?
Nothing yet? I think.
Are you using that? Because I'm gonna win.
Don't waste it.
Screw you. 4 pluses, please. Oh. That is a mediocre?
All right, you just get kind of stuckified. You get pushed out of there. It's surprising how dense this little man is. He kind of just like leans
How tall
into
is
you.
he?
Little man.
Better not be
I would say
5'7".
that I'm like maybe 5 foot.
Good.
But he's
5 foot.
dense.
Yeah, I'm
5
tall.
feet. And he
I still got some
he ends up
years of
sliding you
growing.
out of there.
So he's short but wide.
4 feet.
Yes.
Very wide.
What
Okay.
is Chitter doing? Is he phased? What does he do?
No, he's doing
Because
it.
he's the one that let us in there.
He's gonna
Oh,
attack
he's
you.
he's going over some Flash.
Yeah.
Over some flash?
Yeah, Flash the tattoo art.
Oh.
He's talking to a tattoo guy.
Oh, not phased at all.
Well,
No.
he's also probably drunk.
He's pretty experienced. And
Yeah.
he likes the alcohol.
Stucky's always wanted a grandpa, so he looks on fondly, and then he's just like, "Let's go, Phloyd."
All right.
Phloyd.
Or I mean, Mr. Peanut.
Pablo. No.
So as you guys get out of this place, there's just crowds and people, just waves of people. Again, it's just dazzling, the lights and the colors, and you almost feel dizzy for a moment. And there's somebody selling. Let me tell you another food vendor really quick. There's somebody selling candied beets on a stick.
Ooh.
Blood red beet. Looks like a heart on a stick. And they,
Oh, what? It's not even cut. It's just
yes,
the
a whole beet.
Oh my
but
God.
it's like it looks like
Earthy.
glass.
Oh.
It looks like red glass because it's been dipped in candied like shell. People are licking it.
Candy beat.
The
Hey,
kid's
that's what
face
I mean.
just looks like he's eating blood.
But we don't. Hold on.
We look
We
at
barely have any though. We don't have like any tickets.
we
No,
look
I
at our
have, like,
4 remaining
10
tickets. And we want one.
Yeah.
So we go and give a ticket.
Oh, here you go. Are you skulled up? Like there you go, skull man.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Hold
It's the best candy beet you'll ever
on.
have.
How tall is Jimothy?
Jimothy can tell you.
4'9".
You're really small.
I'm 3.5.
No, you're not. You said you were.
5'7", 5'6".
5'6".
Belly wash. Get your belly wash.
Hold on,
Belly
belly
wash.
But where I get my belly wash?
He's
My
got a
belly
sign.
wash?
He's got a sign. It has like bottles, and it's like got a happy kid's face
Oh,
and
man.
bubbles all over, and it's basically like a drink, like soda.
I do it.
Belly wash.
100%. I'm
do it?
going over
You
there.
have a
Yeah.
mask on though.
All right.
Hi. As you can see, I'm Pablo Peanut. I'm gonna try to get a free one here.
Okay.
So I'm Pablo Peanut.
I don't know.
God.
All right, peanut fellow. One ticket. They're
As-
cold. Fontaine blessed him himself.
But excuse me, sir. As you can
Is
see,
it good?
I am
Hey,
the
go
mayor of this town, Pablo Peanut.
Are you using deceive?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to use a reroll.
And just like drag it.
Side
So we
note,
pull it away from here.
how are these things displayed? Does he have like a cart that he keeps them in, like a cold frost thing? Or
The drinks?
Yeah.
It's got a cooler.
We do our own thing.
so-
we try to like hold
just
it
to
back.
keep in the back of your mind, as this distraction is happening, might it be possible for me to burglarize one of these?
Burglarize.
You can certainly try because they're definitely doing a thing. So
feel like
because he
Brian
was
would
about ready to get one out, and now he's like dealing with this guy. Sorry for
He's dealing with the peanut man.
They're carnies though. They're hard to steal from. You may not know that, but
they're tough to steal from.
Well, I'm not asking your opinion on this.
no, we're not getting.
Okay.
I'm not sitting here going.
All right. Make your burglary.
Burgle.
By the way, I got a great and deceive.
Right, not bad.
That's a good scene.
superb.
Just as you go to get it, you see there's a monkey in the cooler wearing a little hat, and it
It's like Indiana
It's a-
Jones.
and it,
So you grab the monkey
and it
instead.
turns its head the wrong way, and you're able to get one. But that's like
When I see
he's
the
got
monkey, I look at my cotton candy. I go, I wonder what's in this.
but you're able to get one.
Awesome.
All right.
I
So
got
Is
Right.
that where what was it, belly wash
Belly
comes
wash?
from? Monkeys?
monkeys. So you get your you said superb.
No, great.
No,
Great.
He was superb.
So he doesn't like you're a peanut man
But
with
I'm the mayor of this town.
with like a
No, you're not the mayor. You're the mascot.
No, shh.
yeah.
It's work.
Mascots can be mayors.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'll give you a 2-for-1 ticket.
I'll take it.
All right. You take it. He gives you two ice cold bottles of What'd I say it was?
Baby's
Belly
wash.
Oh, belly wash. Yeah, the belly wash.
Is it the red soda that we saw?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, they're not? I think they're red. They're red bottles. Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
they're red?
It's actually cheer wine.
That's not something I want to see while taking a bath.
You're not supposed to bathe in
You
it.
drink it.
I know you drink it, but on the image, isn't it like a baby with bubbles?
Yeah. It's not a baby. It's a kid. He's all happy with his bottle.
Is he not in a bathtub?
No.
No, it's just bubbly like a soda.
Yeah.
Not like a bath.
I really. Hold on, what is it called?
Belly wash.
You wash your
So,
belly.
when I
Because when you
think of
drink
belly
it,
wash-
it washes the inside of your belly with
Oh.
delicious sweetness.
Oh.
This is a real thing.
The vendor's like trying to explain it to
Do it as the vendor.
him. Sweetness.
All right, so you crack one open,
Yeah.
or he opens it for you if you want.
Open both of them.
All right, he opens them both, and instantly you smell. Everyone in the group can smell the sweet, delicious beverage. It's like Dr. Pepper with more cherry.
Oh man. I
The
hate
bubbles
cherries.
are all excited inside. It is all amazing, gingery
Oh, boy, I hate
goodness.
cherries.
I go up to Phloyd and I'm gonna rapport him. I'm gonna be like,
No, I was gonna use my technique.
oh no, to you.
I know, but I was.
I'm just
use
gonna
it
I'm
for
gonna be
someone
like,
else.
I'm real sorry that I stopped you from your fun of crushing another
Oh.
man's skull. Could I get a sip of that there
Belly wash.
Maybe you want a whole glass. If I get a tattoo.
Oh.
We don't want to go back in. So I'm not gonna rapport him anymore. I'm like, we're not going back in there. There's the guys that punched me in the face, and I like open my eye real wide, and
And
there's
I
still like a
poke it.
remnant of
A
of
black
bruise.
Do
eye.
you have a black eye from the ice ball?
No.
Oh.
I felt probably good. No, I'm cold. I'm probably a little.
It chilled it enough to get rid of the black
hold
eye.
it. Okay.
I guess you're not getting a sip of this here belly wash.
Either of them. As he walks over for
The next sign you hear a cheer as people are coming out of a tent with music, and you see there's this big sign and it says, "Come see Babel, the dancing bear."
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Babel the Dancing Clown.
And it's a huge and enormous, like a 20-foot tall plywood sign of this bear with like red little shorty pants,
Ooh.
and he's got a little umbrella and a little hat, and
it's all fun.
it's just fun. In fact, it's got a pivot on the sign, so it goes like this, and the bear even almost has a smile.
We can barely believe it. We walk up.
It's unbearable.
We
how much
absent-mindedly just walk towards it, licking our candied beak.
Oh, the
I'm
beet.
having a hard time keeping
The
my
bleat
berries.
is also super delicious. Your tongue stays red. Your tongue's gonna be red probably for a month. Worth it, but it is like syrup. It's like this red beet syrup that is really amazing.
To die for.
No, it's very good. And you haven't even gotten to the beet center, which you see other kids are like eating like an insane, like they're eating like a beaver eats the wood. So,
Before we go in, this is gonna be really, really short. I go to the entire group. I get everyone circled around me,
all right,
and I go,
circle them around you.
okay, come here, guys. Everyone, not just
Okay.
the whole Cthulhu or whatever.
We turn around.
Krakenthab.
Krakenthab. So I get everyone. I go, and I stand in the middle. So I make sure that I'm in the middle. I go, as I'm talking, I circle. I go, whoever gives me 2 tickets can get one of these drinks.
Was it 1 ticket per?
Shush.
No, we can see the sign. It says 1 ticket per drink.
He's standing right there. We can still hear
Yeah,
him
he's
trying to
still
explain what this stuff is.
Elizabeth,
1 ticket.
Elizabeth Pale goes, "That's not a good deal."
Fine, I'll take 1 ticket and
We instantly disperse.
and a tattoo.
Just walk away.
Pete Wux goes, "I'll just take it. I'll owe you one."
Pete Wux, is that the guy we
He
hate?
smiles.
Okay.
It's not the guy that we hate. We just don't like him.
You know what I'm
we
gonna do?
hate him.
Hold on. What's the glass like?
It's thick.
Well, no. What's it shaped like?
It's shaped like a Coke bottle.
Okay. I'm going to grab it and pour it on his head.
Oh,
No!
Pete
Belly
wash!
You pour the belly wash over his head?
Right,
That
guys?
turns into a
we,
belly.
we don't even like him, and we wouldn't do that.
Dude, that's a waste of belly wash.
Fine. I won't do it. We'll go to the bear.
Okay, you almost do it, and then he changes his mind.
Okay.
You see the hound, the wolf man is a little out of control.
He's
Tonight.
sugar rushed.
He's sugar rushed.
Hold on. What does it taste like? Because I'm drinking the other one.
Wait.
Remember,
First question: how's he drinking it?
he's got to lift up the mask.
Oh.
He pulls it over his nose. Good. It is really good.
So, I'm guessing because I'm a werewolf, is the mask...
It's
like
all jacked
this?
up.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, the mask.
You're cutting terrible lines in my awesome costume.
That's true.
Hate you.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot you made all the costumes.
It did.
Well,
All the masks and only one
Costume.
superb Pablo Pina costume.
Okay,
Fantastic.
let's go to the bear.
All right. Can you hand me that little on the shelf? There's a little tiny foam brick thing. The closest one to you, Andrew. No, Andrew.
This one?
Yeah, the little one, like that podium. Thank you. So, you guys take your tickets, and you come into Babble the Dancing Bear, and it's just it's a dark room. But in the front is a stage. The stage is about 6 foot high. It's raised and it's got stripes on it, and it's well lit. And there's an organist playing a jaunty song, a jaunty tune on the side, and you know, everyone, they wait for everyone to come in, and then they play the music and it gets louder. They go, and then this guy comes out, a big fellow with he's got big gauntlets and a whip, and he goes, "Now welcome Babble, the dancing bear," and the curtain pulls back, and this is a thing that he's standing on, an enormous bear.
The battle axe.
With the battle axe?
He has an umbrella. That's an umbrella instead of a battle axe. Is
A
up here.
lot less threatening that way.
But he's huge, and he's looking, and he looks at the audience. He's got piercing blue eyes. He's got a chain, a huge shackle around his leg, and it goes down into a ring into the
He's
stage.
the monster.
And they're playing the song, you know, Babble the Dancing Bear, and you know, it goes kind of on, like, it's not with singing, but you know, it's like that. And he's doing this awkward dance, you know, with this thing, and he's, you know, and the guy's like, whip, and he like turns and he does a thing, and he like looks at you. Babble, whoosh.
Like us, or
He looks right at you, and then
Is the
look.
whip hitting him, or is it?
Yeah.
Guys, put on your mask. We'll walk in.
And
We'll walk around.
you know, he's turning and he's doing his dance, and he looks at you. Like directly at you, like a person would, not like a wild animal.
Does he wink?
No, and his teeth are out. He turns it, and now the concrete ball, and then a
no.
ball, like a big ball, like a 5 foot tall ball that's like made out of concrete, rolls out of the curtain onto the
You would
stage.
not be able to push that.
So people did from behind the stage, and he crawls up on it, whoosh, whips him again, whoosh.
Okay.
And
I
Put on your
tap
mask.
Coriander like I said, like, we're probably all kind of seated towards each other.
Yeah.
I tap Coriander on her shoulder, and I'm like,
She looks at you.
oh, did anybody? So he looked at me. He looked like,
He looked at us too.
yeah, this doesn't seem right.
So he's up on that. Now he's up on the ball, and he's like balancing, and he's got the umbrella, and he's just enormous, and he's not. I mean, look at this guy. He's not really shaped like a bear. He's kind of a man bear.
Man.
No, but you know, he's standing upright. He
Does
doesn't
he
ever.
have pants on? Does he
Yeah,
look
he's
like
just like that.
Oh.
And he's on this concrete ball, and the guy like turn, wow, whip, and whips it again. And you see, there's even a brand down here on his lower leg.
Hold on. Not just that. What does the guy whipping him look like?
He's a very large guy with a red hat, like kind of a pointed hat, and he's got a battle axe actually. And
He's got the
This
battle axe?
sounds terrifying.
yeah.
We're stopping this.
Yeah, we decide to.
Put on your mask. We'll dance our way there.
Dancing bear.
We go up to Reggie, and we go up
Reggie?
to our clock talker friend,
Ferris.
Ferris, and we specifically said, I think we should try to find a way to get him unshackled. I think this is the monster we're supposed to see.
So, I've
We
just
think that.
been enjoying the show, and now you're talking about releasing a wild animal, and I don't know what you're talking
Do
about.
you know Slar's like holding his head like he's got a headache,
I'm like,
and Pete Wux is
Look.
just smiling.
if we let this thing go, it's gonna
Of course
kill
he is.
everyone in here.
Nope, I'm not.
Does it look like it's gonna kill everyone in here?
It's a bear.
Reggie,
Yeah, look
you
at
look-
it.
So, anyways, he's on the thing. He turns and he's like looks at you while you're saying this. Show some teeth, dancing bear. Whoop! Holds the thing up and he gets on his toes and turns.
Alright, can I use my eyeballs to look at this chain situation that he has going on?
Uh-huh.
Can I observe how... Okay, so it's a half loop into the concrete.
No.
Attached to the chain?
No, what it is he's got a shackle on his leg with a
Right.
big lock
Okay.
and a chain that goes into a hole in the stage, and the hole has a ring around it that keeps it from like the wood ring out, because the looks like the chain gets longer and shorter as he moves around.
On
Right?
a wood stage?
On a
No,
wood
it's
stage.
like going through the ground, right?
It's a wood stage, so it's just a hole with a ring
Yeah.
on it to protect the the
Okay.
hole.
That makes sense.
And the chain would be, I'd say every link is like this big.
And
I say, if we can get a good enough distraction, I can pick that lock.
I'm guessing I'm in this conversation also.
Certainly you can be.
I go, I'll be it. Pablo will sacrifice his life. for you guys."
Surprise!
Surprise!
So, I'm like,
A tear grows in my eye.
Dancing bear! He's like doing a thing, and he's like looking. He looks at you with imploring eyes.
okay. So I go,
He winks
ready?
3 times.
I don't even, I go ready, and I don't even ask for an answer, and I just run. Running to the where they are.
To the stage. Remember, the stage is like a 6-foot high stage.
I can jump that.
You can.
I'm 6 foot, right?
Well,
You can jump it either way.
You can
You're
jump.
jumpy.
You got
Do I
mad
get
hops.
up?
How bright is it in here?
Well, the stage is very bright. You guys are in a darkening area. It's not so bright
As soon as I
here.
go up there to try to pick the lock, I'm going to be in the bright light.
You would be, yes.
But not if
What
I'm
about?
distracted.
But what about if, like, you go into where the chain is going?
Under the
There's
stage.
probably people in there.
Murder them.
Or nobody at all.
should
Do
check
I
it out.
see like a hatch or anything like that that leads under the stage from? I have to go around backstage.
You can-
Not from this side. So what it is that you're in this big tent, and half the stage, it's curtained off probably. So there's a backstage,
Right. so
but
I-
no hatches on the front side.
Right. Okay.
I go, Reggie, take this, and I take my Pablo Peanut mask out of my bag
Yes.
and hand it to you.
I already have one on.
Oh, you know
Oh,
what
wait,
you
you
know?
haven't took yours off?
No.
Everyone
Oh.
else took theirs off.
I've been wearing mine the whole time.
All right. Well, we're going to him
Jumping.
because he's leaping up there.
Do I have to roll?
Um,
Probably not that high though.
you're gonna have to roll, but just because this is a risky operation, but you're gonna have a pretty easy time. And all I need is a fair or better athletics.
Yeah, that's a good.
He leaps suddenly. He just like roar. He leaps up there. Are you leaving the peanut suit on to
Yes.
give Pablo Peanut a bad name?
So
in
like half the
town?
people are like Pablo Peanut, and the other people are like, what's going on?
Resist! Resist!
Resist!
Resist!
You can-
That's what I'm-
Peanut! Resist!
You can
That's what I'm
pretend
saying.
to
I'm
dance with
saying
the bear.
resist.
You're saying resist? I thought you were just.
Yeah, it's animal abuse.
Okay.
So
I would say more. Pablo Peanut loves to dance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Dance with the bear.
Dance, dance, dance. Pablo Peanut loves to dance. What's the song? What's Pablo Peanut's
It's
song?
cracking nut with Pablo Peanut.
Krakenthab with Pablo Peanut.
a
I
whip
say to
just
the guy.
cracks right next to your head.
Oh.
Whap! Doesn't hit
I
you.
go even closer. I
It's
take
like-
that as an invite.
No.
This doesn't seem good.
I'm gonna walk over with my arms open. I'm gonna hug the guy whipping our bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hug him.
Okay.
He seems like he doesn't have enough love in his life.
He looks like he's releasing the axe from his side to cleave you in two.
I'm going to hug him.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know what
really
Reggie
quick
can do.
before that happens, we take this opportunity to push, specifically Ferris and Reggie. Now. We're trying to push towards the back of the stage, so this is our distraction. This is our moment.
Yes.
Okay, so am I able to like get into the back of the stage without going up onto the stage?
Well,
Is
there's
it
a
just,
curtain.
Curtain all the way
So you don't know
across?
what's behind the curtain, but you can certainly go to try.
I'd like to peek underneath, like under the curtain. I'm not gonna try to like separate the curtain.
Okay. In fact, it is an open space.
Oh, it's just like an
It's like-
open field?
It's like it's the rest of a tent. So it's like
I know, but...
a quarter or a fifth of the tent is
Oh.
back here. It's got lamps in there that really bad lighting. You see some guys back there. There's a guy eating a sandwich. These are the big wrench guys.
Right.
Guy's eating a sandwich. Another guy's up there getting ready to push another prop out on the back side of the stage. You can see the back of the stage isn't even finished, so you can see underneath, and there's chain
Right.
going to an enormous disc made out of like concrete with a big a big ring on it. Another padlock. So there's 2 padlocks. Padlock holding the chain onto this thing.
Is there anyone down there operating it, like letting it out and in or anything like that?
No.
Okay. That's where I'm gonna try and see. I'm guessing it's pretty dark under the stage.
Yeah. You just have to kind of hustle your way around there, which isn't too far.
Okay.
So I can roll a. Are you
by
gonna?
yourself?
Would it be a stealth then?
Yeah, I'll roll a stealth for you because you won't know whether or not you're stealthy.
Yeah, I have a good.
Okay.
Well, what's Ferris doing? I pushed him just in case there was some mechanic stuff. But how is he reacting to me doing all this?
Oh.
What's he doing with-
Oh. So he comes across. So he's
He
like,
probably wasn't even in the conversation.
yeah.
He's just like enjoying the show and then gets shoved.
So he basically, he just comes over and he's not able to sneak very well or anything, right? He's like, oh, and kind of stumbles and he kind of like stumbles this way since you're going that way, and he kind of distracts those guys a little bit more,
Good.
which is kind of good. But yeah, you feel like you did a pretty good job. Like you feel like you snuck right under there, and they're like, hey, nobody back here, no rubes. They started coming up to him, Rube, get out of here, Rube. Rube, get out of here. One throws a rock at him.
Whoa.
Like they're really aggressive.
Oh, God.
Well, they are carnies.
And
No.
there is a wild animal at stake.
And
And the chain goes gunk, 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 in and out, gunk, 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 gunk. And you hear a and you can see like dust from the stages. It's someone, the enormous ball is rolling around, right? And you can just see it like get lower wherever it's rolling, like really.
This sounds safe.
You're-
boy, man.
you're thinking you're gonna get
Gotten yourself into-
pinched in half. Meanwhile, I'll come back to you in just a moment.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
I'm going to rip off my costume.
Okay.
No. What's gonna
Well, dude, I'm gonna get murdered, and I need to be like fully able to move around.
I was
That's
gonna,
true.
I was
That's
gonna
true.
implore the masses to help Pablo Peanut.
Too late. Help up! Oh, never
So
mind.
I'm looking directly, like eye contact. I go for my face. I rip it off, and I growl.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Is he scary?
Skinwalker!
Oh shoot!
And he swings his axe
Oh.
at you.
Dodge.
You're really not. You haven't closed the full distance, so you're kind of in a good
Okay.
place
I
for
need to get
dodging.
the full costume on.
You start ripping it off,
Oh, okay, yeah, I ripped it off.
and he swings at you pretty skillfully with this battle axe. It has a bigger reach than you anticipated.
Okay.
He counts the bear's head off. My money.
So it's athletic.
Yeah,
The dodge, yeah.
that's a good.
You take a scratch.
Oh man.
So he
Oh,
nicks
I don't
you.
have a thing.
He nicks you
You need a pen?
on the side.
No,
Just put
no,
it.
no, no. Oh, yeah.
Just put it on this piece of paper.
He's
Don't
got
write
it.
it.
He's got
Okay.
Oh.
He just nicks you with the blade, and he goes to and like you're like, oh, like when you see this, you're like, oh, he's gonna die.
Oh no.
He's gonna
All
get
right.
butchered. But you see the
Where's
bear
he cut me? Oh, the bear.
along your leg.
Oh no,
Oh,
this
okay.
is the whole
That's not that bad.
dumpster
He helps
fiasco
get the
all over
costume on.
again.
Oh, this
Huh?
He helps get the, I know, but I also get hurt, but he helps get it off.
The axe comes for another attack at you.
Oh, God, I don't even get it.
And sorry, I won't ignore you either. You can do something too.
I know it's Stucky's here.
We're paralyzed in fear.
Okay. He swings at you as well.
Oh, God. That's a good again.
Okay. Which means you're probably gonna get cut again.
Okay.
But the axe goes kunk and is stopped
Oh, thank you.
by the bear.
Yeah.
The bear has him, and the guy looks up, what? And the bear just looks at him and goes, just lifts him up off the ground. Like, like the bear's like, I don't know, 9 feet, 10 feet tall. Just lifts him up off the ground. And
Oh, is he still holding on to it?
he's holding onto the axe.
Yeah, but he's still holding on to the axe.
Well, he's holding onto the guy's hand and the axe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like this, you can say his paw goes all the way around it and
So-
just lifts him up.
How is the bear doing like eye contact where it's face to face, or is it lower?
He's like, you go like this.
That's
So
just-
yeah,
Okay,
probably
so
face.
he's face to face.
Yeah.
Is this the point where you realize like the bear doesn't have like normal bear claws because like it can actually grip
That's opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
his hand and like
It has
lift-
opposable thumbs, but it has enormous claws
Yeah.
as well. You can look at this. It is very based on this there figure.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, he's got big hands.
and an
Like-
opposable thumb.
Yes.
He has been holding an umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So your lock picking skills. Is that what you're doing? Picking the lock?
I'm being put to the test.
Let's do it. This is important.
Now, can I first assess like the difficulty at all?
You can.
Like,
Yep. So that would simply be your burglary.
yeah, I'd just like to take a look at this lock and see if it's anything like,
Good. What skill do you have?
Oh, for my burglary?
Yes.
Great.
You think that it is a good quality lock.
But it's not like something I've seen something like this before though. Like it's not like something I've never seen.
Well,
No,
you
it's only a
obviously
good. You're
have a
already
list.
great. You're already great at this, so you're already
Okay, I'm gonna use this.
better than the lock.
Okay, this
Are you
is
gonna
a
read-
good use,
oh.
man.
+2.
What's that? Give me a +1 or +2?
2.
+2.
So normally I would have. So I did superb.
No problem. It clicks open. You free the lock,
Yeah.
and that is where we'll end this episode
What?
of. I know. That's where we'll end this episode of the Monster Rangers RPG Krakenthab campaign. Join us next time where we'll see if Babel the dancing bear is released or not. And we can introduce the rest of the cast here. So for Stucky, Reggie,
Bye.
Phloyd, and Jimothy, farewell until next time.
Bye.